Guess who's back? Back again. We are back. Tell a friend. That's right.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Bam, bam. It's the return of the no wait. I forget how the rest of it goes. Oh well. By the way, if you couldn't tell, I was supposed to be Eminem and he was Dre.
Damn right, because I'm a doctor and shit.
He's a doctor. Let's say he's not a doctor in real life, but he played one on TV.
It's true.
If y'all haven't noticed, he actually plays on Grey's Anatomy.
I do?
Yeah, you did.
I mean, yeah, of course I do.
You changed this so much.
Alright, we are back. I took a painful shit. I think Hoopty took a painful shit. We're having a great day.
I did.
How did that make
I
you
don't
feel?
know. I think my liver and the rest of my body's upset at me for the past 4 days of what I've done to it.
What, have you deprived it of alcohol?
No, I've put way too much alcohol into it.
Well, what is your alcoholic drink of choice, Hoopty?
Any? Actually, my new favorite drink, it's called, a lot.
A lot. Have you ever tried the Red Apple's L?
The what?
The Red Apple L.
No.
I see commercials for it all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, usually someone gets knocked in the head by an apple. They're like, what do you want to drink? And an apple flies across the room and hits him in the head. And he's like, I think I'll take a Red Apple L.
Alright then.
Right? And, I mean, I don't really care for apples, and I don't think it'd be a good alcoholic beverage. Most of the time, I just stick to my beer.
I like woodchuck. Woodchuck's pretty good.
I don't think I've ever drinking any woodchuck. I usually stay to Bud Light. They don't have that. I get Yangling. Which I
do drink a good bit of Bud Light.
Right? If you don't, hey, let's pull a Ricky Bobby moment, but we're gonna change it up. If you don't like Bud Light, well then fuck you.
Fuck you. You were trying to change it up, but you still almost fucked up and said the original line.
Yeah, almost said Big Red. If you don't chew Big Red, well then fuck you. Let's see. What do we have on the agenda here? Let me look at the agenda list. Wait, I don't have one of those. The fuck was that noise?
The fan.
Oh, you were using the oven. Never mind. My oven makes this weird noise after you start using it. It's like, whoa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
My fridge, and I'm the only person in my house that has heard it do this. But occasionally it will sound like fucking Pac-Man. And every time I go to say something to somebody about it, it stops.
Does it do though? What sound of Pac-Man does it do?
So, waka, 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 waka.
Did Namco make your refrigerator?
I think they did.
I don't know how true this is, of course, I saw it on the internet. But I saw where Japan has a...
on the internet, it has to be true.
You watch that damn State Farm commercial too much, don't you?
Yeah, they can't put anything on the internet that's not true.
Yeah, and I'm having a date with a French model. Bonjour. No, where in Japan they have a refrigerator that it only opens if you smile at it.
Well, that could be true.
Which if I smile, I wouldn't want to smile at my refrigerator, sorry.
You dirty whore bag.
But then again, I'm not the one that goes to my refrigerator. I usually yell at the wife, hey, I want a sandwich, go make me one.
Get it your fucking self.
It's usually what I get until I'm like, well, fuck you. Going to work, she's like, no, I'll make you a sandwich. So I actually taught someone how to use the GPS on their cell phone tonight. I felt like a big nerd because I knew how to use GPS on a cell phone.
You motherfucker.
Of course, the question to me was, do you know anything about cell phones? No, I just work for 2 different cell phone companies.
Do you know anything about cell phones? No. Oh, go away.
You kids and them fancy cell phones. Back in my day, we had to
When I
write...
was your age, we tied fucking strings to cups.
Fisticuffs.
Right? What are you talking about? I was back in the day when I still had to write letters to somebody.
You fucking smoke signals.
I will tell you one thing. I'm kind of glad that technology advanced because I wouldn't have to want to write a letter to someone every time I wanted to talk to them.
Yeah, that sucks. Not that I ever fucking did it.
I had a pen pal in high school because we were made to have pen pals.
Loser.
Actually, no, it wasn't high school. I'm sorry. It was middle school.
Loser.
I had a pen pal from France, which was a chick. And I remember...
That's a little better.
What's that?
That's a little better.
Yeah, well, I remember asking her if she had hairy armpits like they always showed on TV. Can you believe I didn't get a letter back that time?
That's odd.
I couldn't figure out why. And then I had one, it was somewhere here in the States, but I don't remember where it was. She was a Bible thumper.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, I will tell you, luckily we didn't have to write them out. We got to use the computers and print it out, or I would have just failed that class. It was my language arts or English or whatever the fuck you called it back in the day.
Yeah, good Lord knows you can't write.
Right? Hell, I still couldn't even fucking type it because I like to try to spell stuff with my hooked on phonics that I
Hooked on Ebonics, you mean?
I know I don't use hooked on Ebonics. Wow, how racist can you be, Shayna?
Yeah, jeez.
Oh, what?
The hell, Sheena?
What do I gotta do next? Get you a white suit with a hood?
I remember when I was in like elementary school, I forget exactly how old I was, what grade I was in, but our computer class teacher wanted us to write letters to our favorite celebrity. And my first answer on who I wanted to write to was Jeffrey Dahmer. And then she's like, "You can't write to him." I'm like, "Alright, Mike Tyson."
Did she let you write to Mike Tyson?
Yeah, it was before he got charged with rape.
Oh, nice. Did he ever write you back?
Nah, Mike Tyson never wrote me back.
That bastard.
Right. I was upset that she wouldn't let me write to Jeffrey Dahmer.
You know he would have wrote you back.
And yeah, I figured he was lonely and probably would appreciate a letter.
Right? I never had to write a letter to a celebrity. Which, speaking of that, I watch a lot of Pawn Stars, and it's kind of neat to see some of these people where they have letters from that their grandparents or great-grandparents had from writing a celebrity.
Right.
And they got a letter back, and then it's kind of disheartening whenever they're like, yeah, no, they didn't really write that. It was probably their secretary.
Right.
I was like, wow, crush people's fucking dreams right there. Way to go, Pawn Stars.
Hey, sometimes people have to be faced with reality.
Right? I watch a lot of those shows. Like, I watch that and I watch Hardcore Pawn. And I told Sheena while watching that, I was like, I would like to just walk up into there one day and be like, do y'all really just say fuck you to everybody?
I've never seen Hardcore Pawn.
It's nothing like Pawn Stars. It's not like they come in with like all this like ancient or stuff. It's just basically showing how an actual pawn shop is ran. And they're in Detroit, so...
So they deal with the crackheads.
Oh yeah, you should see... I mean, you could tell a lot of it's staged. But it's just funny to watch some of the shit that goes on in there. Like, I know this happens everywhere, so I know, like I said, a lot of it is staged, where people come in with, like, something, they're like, I want $500 for it. Yeah, well, that's only worth, like, $50. That's all you're getting. And then they're like, no, my baby daddy's grandma's cousin gave this to me. It's real gold. No, it's fake. It's just gold-plated. Someone wrote 14 karat on there.
You call me a liar? Fuck you.
Oh, I watched one the other day, and I couldn't help but laugh. A guy was in trying to pawn his girlfriend's ring. And she didn't know that he was in there trying to pawn it. She just happened to be out in the car and walked in and found out that he was pawning it. He was pawning it to get parts for his motorcycle. And she's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just seeing how much your ring's worth. And she's like, no, you said the other day that you were wanting to work on your motorcycle and you didn't have money. And then my ring comes up missing. You're trying to pawn this for parts, aren't you? He's like, no, baby, I promise. I'm just seeing how much it's worth. And then you just see the big smack across the face. I was like, wow, we know who wears the pants in that family. But I don't think I would ever really do that to somebody. Take their shit just to go get me parts for a car.
Fucking bitch.
Right.
Or at least if I was going to take it and make sure they're not in the fucking car, not at the same fucking place where I'm trying to do this at.
Right, make sure they don't fucking know where you're at.
Right? Oh, shit. So have you played any new games here lately, Hoopty?
No, nothing recently.
Well, I know you said you got Borderlands 2 in.
Yeah, I got that, I think it was Friday I got it, but I haven't played it yet.
I have played and beat it. I think you're gonna like it, just because of the humor they use in it.
Cool.
I mean, what other game can you fight Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
Well, like I've played it. The one time I went out to Ohio, but I just didn't really get to play it all that much.
Yeah.
Whores.
Hey, quit yelling out whore. Sheena switched from playing Call of Duty to this game called Happy Wars on the Xbox.
Uh-huh.
Which it's a free game on Xbox. You just play around and you run around with a little rag doll. And it's basically like defend your castle.
Uh-huh.
I find it to be highly annoying and stupid, but...
Uh-huh.
Hoopty's like...
Yeah, that sounds like something that I wouldn't really want to play.
Next thing you know, you're going to see Hoopty come online. Hoopty's playing Happy Wars.
Yeah.
I love it when people do that, though. They're like, you tell them about something, they're like, yeah, I'd never play that fucking game. 5 minutes later, or a day later, you see that they went and bought it and they're playing it. And you're like, huh, thought you were never... It's like, huh, thought you were never playing this game. Shut the fuck up, leave me alone.
Shut up, nobody likes you. You're a dick.
Right? If I had a nickel for every time I was called a dick, I would be a millionaire right now.
So, I don't know if you know Brent James from TRG.
Yes, yes.
He put a status on Facebook the other day, earlier, that said if he had a penny for every time one of his exes was checking him out, he'd be swimming in gold. And I made the comment, I'm like, pennies are made out of copper, Brent, so you would be swimming in copper.
Did he respond back to it?
Yeah, he's like, why you gotta be such a dick, Hoopy?
Actually, I'd have been
Like,
like,
I'm
where are you
just trying
getting...
to keep it real.
I'd be like, where are you getting gold pennies from?
Alright? I'm just trying to keep it real.
Now, at least if he would at least said quarters, you know, he could have said a little bit of silver if they were older quarters.
Right.
Or nickels. And I feel like such a geek for knowing that, but I used to collect coins. Bless you.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, let's see. Wow. I usually see the picture that say she's still a better love story than Twilight, but I'm gonna send you one that actually kind of made me laugh. Let me send this to you.
Is that the one with Rihanna and Chris Brown?
No. This actually is. It's a Twilight pun, but I find it better than the still funnier or still a better love story than Twilight. It says still a better battle than Twilight.
Let me take a look.
Wow, Zach Galifianakis got one of the is in the top 5 of greatest beards in film history.
Oh yeah.
Yes, for his Hangover roles.
His beard doesn't have shit on me.
Well, you don't have a beard no more.
Yeah, I do.
You have a goat.
Nah, I got the beard back.
Oh, you got the beard back?
Yeah, it's growing in quite nicely.
I think you should do a whole ZZ Top there, sir.
That takes too much work, too much effort.
ZZ Top it and braid it.
Meanwhile, basically all I have to do is not shave, and I'm saying it takes too much work.
Right. Alright, Stevie.
Yeah, that's actually like the whole reason I grow a beard is because I'm too fucking lazy to shave.
Yeah, me too, but then again, I have to think about it. I have to go to work and wear a beard guard, and that shit's annoying.
Okay.
So. I'll just go ahead and download it and update it.
I didn't want that.
I will tell you one thing that I have found out that I hate doing is I hate going into GameStop to buy a game, because every time I walk in there, they always talk me into pre-ordering every game.
Nah.
Which I did see they have a Dark Souls 2 coming out. Which I know you haven't played.
I still haven't played the first one.
I'm playing Demon Souls, the very first one on PlayStation, because it was free.
Oh yeah.
I say I'm playing it. I played like 5 minutes of it, and then I stopped.
Well, la-ti-da.
Are y'all speaking some sort of Yankee language over here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, me and a girl at work, Diana, we came up with our own language tonight. Mostly because I said something to her, and usually when I talk to her, she just answers in or huh, and I always have to look at her and be like, huh? What are you talking about? And she's like, Sean, you're gonna have to understand what my heh and huhs mean. It's the way I say it. And she kind of got mouthy with me about it. She's only like 16, and I looked at her and I was like, look, don't you get snippy with me, little girl. And she's like, hey, don't you get snippy with me, because I work all day and then I go home and study till midnight so I can graduate. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. You're that kid that's gonna graduate at 16 and like cure cancer. And she's like, damn right I am. But she didn't really say damn.
Wow.
Yeah, you can go into the end now and fight the Ender Dragon. He's a bitch.
What a bitch.
That's what she said.
Right?
A wooden button.
Yeah, there's wooden buttons. You know, I find Facebook, I don't even read people's statuses no more.
Yeah?
I just look at the pictures.
Uh-huh. You're one of them type of stalkers.
Damn right. And then the only pictures I really look at is if they have words to them, because I know those are going to be funny. Alright, here you go. The color of your underwear plus the last thing you ate is going to be your starship name.
Black Holinsky.
Camo pizza.
Nice.
By the way, yes, everybody, I'm wearing a camo thong.
The camo pizza is no match for the Black Holinsky.
What the hell is it you ate?
Holinsky.
What the hell is that?
Fried cabbage and noodles.
Ew. You done lost me with cabbage.
Yeah, it's Polish food. And yes, I am aware that it sounds just like my last name.
That's why I had to ask you what the hell you were eating.
Same with Holiszka. There's Holiszki and Holiszka.
So
They're both Polish foods.
Is your name Polish?
Yeah.
Learn something new about Hoopty. Of course, everybody learned something new about Hoopty today. So let me ask you. You know, I think you told us this in training, but I forgot. How did you get the nickname Hoopty?
It's just my last name. So
did you come up with it, or did somebody else come up with it?
Nah, that's been like my whole life.
So is it like everybody in your family they just call Hoopty, or is it just you they call Hoopty?
I'm pretty much the only one that gets it now, but like my dad, my grandfather, they were nicknamed Hoopty too.
I didn't know if, like, you know, all your family got together and I just yelled out Hoopty, if everybody would turn around and look at me.
Nah, only me.
Okay. Well, that's comforting that I wouldn't get confused whenever I yelled out Hoopty. Because I think it would kind of scare me if I yelled out Hoopty and your mom looked at me and said, "What?"
You know, I've actually, I dated a girl one time for 3 years, and she never knew what my real name was until like a week before we broke up.
Nice. How many people that know you actually know your real name as Matthew? Because I know you introduced yourself as Hoopty.
There's a few people that don't know what my real name is. Only problem is now they find me on Facebook and they fucking see my real name on there.
Yeah, because I'll tell you, half the time I have to think of what your name is because I know you as Hoopty, so. Like, if I ever had to put you down as a reference, I'd be like, yeah, call this guy, his name is Hoopty. What's his last name?
Right.
Hoopty. What's his first name? Hoopty. What do you call him if you're in public?
Hoopty.
Hoopty. What does his mom call him? Hoopty. Is this some kind of joke that I don't understand? No, not really.
No, you know, it's like, like Prince or Madonna. Just one name person.
You forgot the most popular one, Cher.
She's a crackpot.
I was listening to a song that Cher did a part in the other day, and Sheena was like, "Who the?"
Was it "I Got You, Babe" with Beavis and Butthead?
No, it was "Walking in Memphis." There was one. I clicked on it by accident because I was wanting to hear "Walking in Memphis" because I was trying to figure out who originally sang it. And it said, I didn't even notice it said Cher on it, and Sheena was like, "Who the fuck is that singing?" I was like, "I believe it's Cher." She's like, "She sounds like a man." I was like, well, at least I know where Chaz Bono got it from. Sure in the hell wasn't Sonny. Which makes you wonder who wore the pants in that relationship, because he didn't sound like a man at all, and she sounded like a man.
Oh, she definitely did, dude. She slapped him around and told him what the fuck's up.
Yeah. Oh, it reminds me of
just like Chris Brown and Rihanna.
No pun intended. Every time I hear Chris Brown and Rihanna, I think of Dear Diary with Rihanna.
Yeah.
I feel a hit coming on. Rihanna.
That's funny. I forgot about the Dear Diaries.
They always come to my mind whenever I think of you. That and History Lesson.
Write it down, motherfucker.
Because I will say, that was the most epic day of going through training with you, is when you're like, dude, I wish I could say this to some people in here.
Write it down, motherfucker.
That, and then you got me listening to, what was the other one you had? We listened to the red, what is it, 99 Red Balloons, or?
Oh, 3 Balloons.
3 Balloons, sorry. The Peanuts?
Yeah. Bills.
Bills, yes. I think that's the first one you had me listen to, was Bills.
My name is Satan.
Woohoo!
Hey, everybody.
For
anybody who doesn't know, go look up Stephen Lynch. And his songs are fucking hilarious. Especially 3 Balloons. I haven't listened to 3 Balloons in a while.
Right. But I will tell you, some people, if you don't like comedy where it's actually making fun of some things, don't listen to him.
Yeah.
Because he does have the Special Olympics song.
Yeah.
I feel so bad every time I hear that song, too. I feel bad for laughing.
What's another one? I think it's Your Father Was a Nazi or something.
Yes. I like the lullaby. The one where he's singing about singing to his little girl about the divorce.
Mm-hmm.
Your daddy likes, what is it, porno and touching little boys? I forget how it goes. I'm going to have to pull it up now. By the way, everybody, and Stephen Lynch, if you happen to be listening, I hope you don't get mad. I'm about to play some of your shit on the radio.
Big Fat Friend, that's funny ass one.
If I Were Gay.
Ugly Baby song.
Craig. Oh,
Yeah.
That's what? Craig Christ, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The Best Friend song. The D&D song is actually kind of funny too. I think You're a Nazi. That's the song you was talking about.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. Should we play them Dear Diary, or should we play them History Lesson? I think History Lesson is one of the best ones.
History Lesson's good.
Alright, we're going to play a little bit of History Lesson here.
I have to do the vocals for Medieval Bush.
Why?
Because I said 1570s muff instead of 1470s muff, and the medieval period ended at the beginning of the 16th century.
So it's 1500. Wait, how do you know this?
Because I used to be a teacher.
You used to be a teacher?
Yes.
Professor?
No, I taught elementary school, and I got fired because I had an unorthodox way of teaching, which is I would bring in my guitar.
Yeah.
I never told you this?
No, how come you never told me?
I would bring in my guitar, and I would sing the lessons to the children.
Of course you did.
I am dead serious.
Yes. You're
I am. All right.
No.
All right. Hold on. I'll give you one of the. Let me remember. All right. All right. Here's one I remember. Okay. This is Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin went out one night, tied a key to the end of a kite. Electricity struck so bright. Write it down, motherfuckers. See?
You called the kids motherfuckers?
Some of them were motherfuckers. Yes.
Science.
Okay. Isaac Newton sat under a tree. An apple hit him in the head, so he said, "Holy shit, that's gravity. Write it down, motherfucker." I have a million of these things.
Then why don't you do the Pilgrims?
Okay, hey, now, Pilgrims raced against the clock, looking for a place to dock. They said, "Fuck it, here's Plymouth Rock. Write it down, motherfucker."
I don't like that you're implying that the Pilgrims were lazy.
I'm not implying anything.
Wright brothers. Oh, that's a good one.
A dude named Orville Wright told his bro, let's invent flight. So Wilbur said, I write it down, motherfucker. Yes. Well, Wilbur said, I.
Wilbur said I.
In my story, he did.
Wilbur was street in your story.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Well, what?
See, you can't stump me.
Slavery.
Oh, there's nothing funny about slavery. Well, Abe Lincoln led the nation, freed slaves from the plantation. Immense motherfucking proclamation, write it down, maps. See?
Gandhi.
I did not have a Gandhi one. All right, hold on. Gandhi. All right. Gandhi is what you said, an Indian with a bald head. And he was a bit underfed. Write it down, motherfucker. See? Yeah, fired from that job.
But you understand it. He never said he got fired. Or he said he got fired because he had an unorthodox way of teaching. Because he brought his guitar in. It wasn't because he said, write it down, motherfuckers.
Write it down, motherfuckers.
Oh, how many people would you have loved to have said that to in training?
Right. Speaking of, you said you seen the homeless bag lady the other day?
Yes, and she had her cart.
Oh, man.
I was outside at work, taking my break, smoking a cigarette, and I just seen this cart get... I was looking down, and I seen a cart, and I just happened to look up, and I was like, oh, God. And of course, as soon as I saw her, what do? Go onto Facebook and be like, Hoopty, you wouldn't believe who I just seen.
Oh, man.
Thank God she didn't recognize me. I think it's because I had short hair, or long hair.
And probably because she's most likely a fucking crackhead.
I don't know. She creeped me out, I will say that. I don't understand why she carried books with her all day.
It's me.
We called her, what, the librarian?
I called her a fucking pain in the ass that I wanted to kill.
Yes, I remember this because it was it got down to where it was, I'm tired of trying to show her how to do this shit. Sean, show her what to do and make her pass. And I'm like, okay. And then she hangs up on Big John.
Alright.
I think that was the best part, is when she hung up on him. And you were flipping.
Yeah, oh man, she was so fucking dumb.
I'm surprised she lasted as long as she did.
Well, me and John just pretty much talked her into quitting.
I know y'all did. I wish there was another one y'all would have talked into quitting a little bit sooner.
Yeah.
James?
No. He talked himself into quitting. What are you talking about? No, I'm talking about the actual one I think was a crackhead.
Yeah, she was.
The one that would come in and could talk 90 to nothing about nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot of motherfucking people I wanted to kill at that job.
But you know you have an awesome trainer when he comes in wearing the same shirt, pants, and hat he wore the previous day before, and he comes in, he goes, yeah, wait, how did it go? Wow, I just got a comment because I reposted the thing, and that just something I don't want to know about people. I probably shouldn't have posted it. The color of your underwear plus the last thing you ate. I just got zebra cinnamon sticks.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yeah, I really don't care to know what kind of underwear people are wearing.
Who was that?
Haley.
Ah, yeah, that's Haley.
Hoopty knows Haley.
I do know Haley.
She's funny as hell. But she doesn't go by Haley at work anymore.
Oh, yeah?
Her name is Penelope.
And why is that?
Because one day, I always call her Hazel, because her initials that come up on the screen whenever I have to give her food at work for her tables. It reminds me of Hazel because it's HZ, and I always just call her Hazel, and she gets mad at me. She's like, "That's an old woman name," and I was like, "Well, what would you?" One day we have another girl there that
I'd say it's more of a stripper's name,
right? Well, she said it's an old woman's name. So one day I said Hazel, and a new girl was there that I don't really care for. If it's not that I want to see her dead, it's just if she wasn't breathing, it'd be awesome. Sorry, that's my Family Guy quote of the day.
Damn, Sean.
Anyways,
Yeah, she is pretty annoying though.
yeah. Anyways, she goes, "Damn it, Sean, my name is not Hazel." I was like, "Well, what is your name then?" And she's like, "It's Penelope." And I'm like, "Well, shit, if you're going to be Penelope, I want to be Jesus." And she's like, "Alright, so I have a name badge up at work that says Jesus on it."
nice.
But I'm scared to wear it sometimes because we do have a lot of people of the Muslim faith that walk in there. And I don't want a jihad to go off inside Pizza Hut.
Yeah, durka.
So I have two name badges. One says Sean, and I never really wear my name badge there because I'm like, fuck, I work in the back, and if you don't know my name, I don't have to go talk to customers, and so why do I need a name badge? If you work with me, you should know my name. And plus, they said dickhead was not acceptable to put on there.
Always got to be rules and shit.
Right? They're like, what if corporate Pizza Hut was to walk in here and your name badge says dickhead? I'm like, I'm sorry, my mom did not have the best choice of names.
You should put Shafid.
Well, we got a guy that he's there since the Blairsville store burnt down, and you could tell he did his own name badge. He's cool as hell. His name's Dave. And instead of it saying a team member on it, it says he's a space cadet. And I'm like, what the fuck? They let you put space cadet on yours, but I couldn't put Batman or dickhead on mine? Which I have access to the label machine that they use to make their name badges, and well, that's how Jesus got born at Pizza Hut. It's because I got a hold of the label making machine. I tried to relabel everything in there, but my labels got taken down too. I relabeled the larges as shit, and they said that wasn't acceptable.
Okay, a lot of shit.
Right? Well, no, that's what our Bigfoots were called, was a lot of shit, because they were bigger. The mediums were called small shits. Which I'll tell you, we make fun of people that order food, and I'm sorry if you're listening and you ever order food from the Indiana Pizza Hut, because we do make fun of you all. Like, we have this new, and I want to know who comes up with the names for Pizza Hut, because I swear to God, they just go to a kindergarten and ask them to come up with a new name for a pizza. We have a crazy cheesy stuffed pizza. It's called a crazy cheesy stuffed pizza. I'm like, wow, we pay these people thousands of dollars or millions of dollars a year, and this is what they come up with. And it's in the crust. It's got 5 different cheeses in the crust.
Ah, damn.
Yes, and then people will order it a extra cheese pizza, and I'm like, God damn, what do you not want to do? Not shit for a week?
That's right.
I'm like, if you want that, just go get you a damn MRE.
Dude, MREs are good.
Oh, I love MREs.
I'm talking shit on MREs.
But make sure you get the MRE that doesn't say toilet paper on it. I did that one time and tried to eat it. It did work so well. See, if I gotta ask you, Hoopy, let me see if you know this, because everybody I ask around here doesn't know. Where can I buy, like, bulk MREs at around here?
Military surplus?
I think the only place I know of that's closest to you is in Butler.
Well, then you want to go on an adventure with me one day and you get MREs out of it?
Not really.
Damn it. Because I could live off of MREs. I love those things. Sheena hates them. Alright, you get $1 million if you go with me.
Well, I don't know.
Do I have to show you the money first?
I don't know. Can't you just bring me back some MREs?
Sure, I'll bring you back some MREs.
Well, look at that, see?
Well, Hoopty, you speaking of how you did, some people at TRG that you just wanted to murder during training. I just saw a preview of a movie the other day, and I just thought of it. That I think you would probably enjoy, and if the government let this be legal, I think you would be the first person to jump on it.
Oh yeah, what's that?
The movie's called The Purging.
Oh yeah, I've seen. I want to see that.
Where any crime is legal for one night.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question: would you be the one that wanted to kill somebody, or would you just go rob a bank?
Why can't I do both?
Well, yeah, you could do both, but everybody, I talk to people and they're like, oh, I would find the person I hate the most and kill him. I'm like, why? I'd just go rob a fucking bank. Shh.
I'm gonna do both because I'm talented like that.
Right? Well, the next question I have is, if it's legal for only one night, can, like, say you go rob a bank, can they persecute you for that later?
I don't know.
It's a good question, though. I mean, I would hate to see if our government ever allowed something like that to happen. Because I'd probably be on the first list to be shot and killed. But I'd love to have the house that...
Yeah.
I'd love to have the house that they had, that one family had on there. Fucking alarm system that just shut down the whole fucking house. But I think the movie, when I saw the preview of it, reminded me of Hostage Meets the Messengers. I think it was.
Oh man!
I think it was the Messengers, where the people just came in and started trying to break into that house for no fucking reason, and they wore burlap sacks.
Oh, the Stranger.
Huh?
Yeah, the Stranger.
The Strangers. Why did I say the Messengers?
It's the Stranger.
I mean, it was a good movie, but
I
still don't understand what the fuck was going on in that movie.
What, the Strangers?
Yeah, why they just randomly chose that house to go kill people in.
Oh, well, you know how they say that that movie was based on a true story?
It probably wasn't.
Do you want to know how much of that was true?
The burlap...
To the person that wrote the person that wrote that movie is one night somebody came and knocked on his door and asked if somebody was there, and it was the wrong house. That's the only fucking thing that actually truly happened with the writer of that movie.
Wow. That is funny. Well, guys, this is actually the last few seconds that you'll hear us, because this is going to kill it for the night. Let me leave you on a word of hope here. Pussy. And tomorrow's
pussy.
Another... Yes, pussy, Hoopty. We know you have a big pussy, but... Well, I was going to say...
Well, I borrowed it from your mom.
Well, that's sad to know. I didn't know my mom's was detachable. Well, let's leave you with this last word. Everybody have a great night, and pussy. Vagina and dick.